It's Week 18 of the 2026 season, where we'll get a look at this team's versatile running back. He'll be a focal point of his offense this week. Buckle up. There's football coming your way, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
It is time for football as we welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The regular season ends here. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. Long road to get here, but now we are here. The season finale. Playoffs begin next Saturday, so it's time for one last regular season kickoff.
In Week 18, it could just be so tricky, can't it, Mike? I mean, on one side, you got teams that have the playoffs wrapped up. So Week 18, it's a chance potentially to rest some starters or maybe get them out of the game early and get geared up for next week and the start of the playoffs. You got some...
Stage is set. Ball is on the tee. And off we go on EA Sports. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. So the visitors ready to go on offense here for the first time. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
There wasn't really anything fancy about the performance in last week's win, Mike. I mean, he had the one interception. He would clearly like to have that one back. But for the most part, I thought he did a nice job keeping the ball out of harm's way. However, it's clear after reviewing the film, he left a lot of opportunities out there. I think there was a lot of meat left on that bone. The 2 touchdown passes, those were great. If he's going to continue to lead his team to more wins in the future, he has to do a better job identifying those mismatches, finding those opportunities, and when they present themselves, he's got to take them.
He'll look to throw. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
And that is incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on third down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
This crowd ready in anticipation. Their offense taking the field for the first time. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
A lot of things jump off the tape when you watch last week, Mike, but it was really just the overall execution of the game plan that stuck out the most. I mean, not only did he get them in the end zone a handful of times, he protected the ball, and he routinely exploited the weaknesses that they found during the week on film. He's going to be looking to do the same thing over these next 4 quarters. If he's successful, we're going to have a shot to leave here with another win.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. They'll look to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down. Now they'll set up to throw. Checking it down, this one is caught. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
Quick throw, taken in, and he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Here's second and 2. They'll look to throw yet again. Left side into the hands of Hopkins. 10 yards the gain on the pitch and catch. That's enough for a first down. Back to the air one more time. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. They'll look to throw again. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down. Back to throw. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. He'll drop to throw. Off he goes.
I love this call, Mike. 2nd down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. But a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the first down.
To the end zone there, but it is incomplete. Try to get here from the 7-yard line, 2nd down and goal. That's hauled in at the 2. To the goal line and in. They'll line it up to kick the extra point. He's got it, and his guys will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This taken at the 5. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Slot man in motion left. Right away, they'll set up to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Here now, 3rd and 5. And that is incomplete.
The most important stat, Mike, to determine wins and losses in the NFL is clearly turnover differential, your ability to protect the ball, and on defense, take the ball away. And for any offense, that's even more critical when you have the ball on your side of the field.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The home team's offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. And he's right there in contention for the most receiving yards by a wideout this year, currently ranked 2nd in the NFL. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quick throw here is complete. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Throwing now from the gun. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's third down. From out of the gun, he'll throw. That's over the middle and take it in. He's got it. His 50th reception on the season, and he's got a first down to go with it.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they don't necessarily even have to see the running back in the check down. They can just feel him. It allows them to keep their eyes downfield, allow their tight ends and wide receivers to continue to work open. In this case, nice job by the quarterback getting that ball in his hands and letting him do the rest after the catch.
Little short pass here, caught by his tight end.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
The pressure gets there, and he goes down. A sack that should be the final play of this first quarter. So they'll talk over what to do on this third down play as we have hit the end of the first quarter. 7-0 is our score. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. He'll try to run for it. And the quarterback scrambling, maneuvers his way back to the line of scrimmage, but that's all he can get out of that one.
So often the best pass defense is a good pass rush, and that's exactly what we saw here. The pass rush disrupted this play from the very start. The quarterback has all of his attention on the rushers rather than his receivers downfield. All he can manage to do is get back to the original line of scrimmage.
This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he has been effective with the ball in his hands all season long, the NFL's leader among quarterbacks in touchdown score. Back to throw here to begin the drive. This one's going to be taken in over the middle. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. They'll throw out of the gun. Throwing right, it's taken in. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9. He tosses over the middle. This one is caught. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. A good spot here. 2nd and a yard. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. A throw on the move is caught. And he will go all the way. Using the tight end to get to the end zone. Greg, it's your old position. You're very familiar with that. That catch and carry, what an ability for your tight end to take it to the house.
Yeah, and this was never really the strength of my game, Mike, but we're seeing so many tight ends around the league who not only are great at securing the catch and making the tough ones, but it's their ability to extend the play after the catch that's separating them, just like we saw here.
Now the try here for the point after. Through the rain, the kick is good. And the visitors will level things out at 7 apiece. We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The home team's offense and their big play wideout getting set for their next possession. He's been filling up the stat sheet on a weekly basis, hasn't he? You get a look at where he ranks in terms of receptions by a wideout. They'll begin here on the ground. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard, but that's it. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. This one complete right side. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it. From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. They'll stick with him again. And he'll weave his way down close to that first down. Going to come up just a little shy. It's going to be 3rd down and short. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. On comes the punter now. They'll be looking for something a little better than that first effort, which he shanked. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And this defense has to be searching for answers right now. It's been his ability to make plays on the ground here in the first half that has really given them fits. Now they'll set up to throw. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down. They'll look to throw. Quick throw, taken in. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. Slot man in motion right. To the right side here, pass is caught. And he's taken down, but just shy of midfield. A couple of first downs, and the football's out to the 48-yard line as they come up 1st and 10. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. He's going to tuck it and go. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. There's a 3rd down and 4. Throwing over the middle. This one is complete. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
And that one not placed as well as he had hoped. It's all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The home team's offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And he's been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers here in the first half. This defense is going to need to find a way to key in on him because he's eating them up right now. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete. He'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple, and it sets up 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. Quickly to the outside and complete.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
Look it up through the raindrops. No issue there, though. Fair catch, called for, and taken successfully. First and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Open man there. That's complete. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. They're going to motion the tight end over here. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. They try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Now he'll air one out. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Throwing now from the gun, and that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
That is fielded at the 20. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's had things all his way in the first half. Those numbers are sensational. And he looks to add to them with another drive here. He'll get this complete to his man out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
Motion man is the tight end going right. One final throw before the break. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Halftime here on this final weekend of the NFL regular season as we send you to Orlando. We'll check in with the coach and both teams ready to play on, so we'll do the same as we get set for quarter number 3. This one taken at the 7. Whoa! And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. This team's offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. Quick throw out wide. It's caught.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. 3rd and a yard. Try to pick this one up on the ground. And that'll keep the drive going. He's got the first down. Up past the 40-yard line.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down. I think you just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
They'll empty out the backfield and line up for 3rd and 3. Hopkins sent in motion. They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. That'll be intercepted. And the visitors are going to take over just shy of midfield.
You know, Mike, I like the early aggressive play call to start this second half. I think anytime you find yourself in a tie ball game, you want to be the team that strikes next. In this case, it backfires. They have the turnover. Now it's their defense that's taking the field, and they're going to have to come up with a stop and keep this game all squared up.
The visitors' offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. Low-scoring game, all tied, 3rd quarter, and a touchdown here could go a long way. See if they can get it on this drive. 1st and 10. And they get to him and finally bring him down. It will go down as a sack.
It's so easy to underestimate the speed of this quarterback until you get on the field. They break down your pursuit angle so quickly because of that speed, so give credit to the defense. They understand it's a collective effort to contain this guy, and this time, defense wins and brings him down for a sack.
They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. From the 50, he'll set up to throw. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. Punt team out, ready to send this one away. As he's on for the 5th time this afternoon. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. So now this team's offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10.
The drag route, we used to say this is day 1 install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now it's 3rd down. They'll try to get this one on the ground. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. And next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
They'll come up here 1st and 10. They send him right out of the slot. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And the defense was ready for him this time. Did not have the same room to run. That one's no gain. From the gun, here's a handoff. And once again, they try the same runner. They get the same result. Back-to-back carries of no gain. Now it's third down. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker. And now the punting unit will come on, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. The visitors' offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They'll start out first down and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quick throw here is complete. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. Slot receiver headed right. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up third down. They'll throw out of the gun. Open man, right side. He's got it. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down. They'll look to throw yet again. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Back to the air one more time. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. But he can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a third down. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. On fourth down, out comes the punter, as they are forced to kick for the 6th time today. This returnable from inside his own 40. Oh, hello! He is stopped in his tracks on that one. They made sure that return was not going any farther. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Throwing right, it's taken in. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
So, points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it, and he's bottled up after a gain of a yard.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Open man downfield. It is Hopkins. It's a big play when they needed it the most. And even 30 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. They send the tight end in motion. Quick throw, taken in, and no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Second down and 8.
At the 15-yard line.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Here's 3rd and 2. They bring their tight end right. Now, on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it. And he'll take it on in. Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the 4th quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now that pressure shifts to your defense, your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
Previous play is under review.
What they're looking at here is the spot of the football. Always tricky to get this exactly right, but it only takes a few inches to make a big impact. So slow this down, find a landmark on the field, and determine where the spot should be. So that challenge, a successful one. They'll try to run this one in. And he's not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose yardage. They push him backwards.
Tie game, 4th quarter. This defense knows the importance of keeping this thing at a 3-point game. What a big play there with the tackle for loss on 1st and goal.
And he will power his way into the end zone. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
The extra point is up and through. And his guys will move out to a 14-7 lead. Now return coming from the 7. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. And he'll pick up 2 out to the 27. Back to throw. Thrown left side. The catch is made. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. A big play looming here. They need to convert. It is 3rd and inches. Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he's going to be taken down here. Looks like a pretty good spot, though. Yes, he's got it. That's a first down. Now they'll set up to throw. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, and it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. He'll go underneath here, the running back out of the backfield. And it'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Back to the air once more on 2nd down. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. And he'll have the first down at the 26. So good job on the ground to keep this drive rolling.
A 4-yard pickup on the play. Results in a first down.
They'll look to throw. That is brought in at the 10. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
That's a really important pickup there on that last completion. Not only does it set up 1st and goal, but allows everybody in the huddle to just take a deep breath. We're no longer in this frantic offensive possession. Let's get our best play. Let's make sure everyone understands what to do, because we know we need to finish this off with 6 if we can. And now being 1st and goal is going to go a long way in allowing that to be possible.
That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up 3rd and goal. They'll run. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. Here we go. The noise is deafening. It's 4th and goal. They'll drop to throw. That's going to be caught. And he's not going anywhere. Stuffed behind the line. They have turned it over on downs.
So you roll the dice on offense and you fail. But now you can't give up. Your defense has to go out there and get a stop. You have all 3 timeouts. You have time to get the ball back one more time on offense. So now your defense needs to answer the bell and give your offense one more shot.
The offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And we'll run you through some of the highlights from earlier in this one. There's just the 1 touchdown pass. Doesn't look remarkable if you look at the stat sheet, but watching the game, you see when the throws needed to be made, he has made them. 3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. Drive will start on the ground, and not really anywhere to go there. He'll take this up only to the 4. Here's a 2nd and 9. They'll turn and hand this one off. Now a 2nd timeout called by the defense. We'll talk things over before 3rd down. go. Now this defense will use a third and final timeout, as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down's looming. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. They'll come up for 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick-6 for touchdown. Late in the game, a big turnover goes back the other way. A back-breaking score.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, Mike, you're just trying to make something happen. You find yourself trailing, less than 2 minutes remain. You're just taking some chances. In this case, the chances backfire, and the other team's able to capitalize and take it all the way back for 6.
Extra point attempt still to come. He gets it to go, and his guys will take a 21-7 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now, here comes a return from the 9. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Here's 1st down. Right back to the air following that pick-6. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete. On 2nd and 10, they'll try to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. On play action, he'll set up to throw. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack. Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. So the fans gonna head home happy. It's a win for the hometown squad. They finish off the regular season with some momentum. And they'll wait with bated breath to find out who they're gonna play next week in the wild card round. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone.